Hi everyone, welcome to A Godly Home. This is a pumpkin collaboration that will be going on throughout the whole month. This collaboration was started by Cottage Homestead, and I also know that BC Homesteading will be doing this with us, and there may be some other channels. I will put links to the other videos in my description box. We hope you enjoy this. And let's get started. This is week 1 with processing this big pumpkin. If we're going to be doing a pumpkin recipe exchange collaboration, then we need to start by processing a pumpkin. Some of you might not know what to do with a big pumpkin in order to get some pumpkin up ahead for winter. I'm starting by scrubbing my pumpkin all down with a nice wet dishcloth because I don't want any dirt on my pumpkin. Okay, I just sharpened my knives. You'll want a big butcher knife for this and some sort of a paring knife. All right, we're going to start by cutting this pumpkin in half. This pumpkin had been seasoned and hardened off for winter, and it was so hard to even get the knife to poke in. Try to pick one that hasn't been hardened off. Let the weight of that butcher knife do the work for you as much as you can. Take your time with it. Okay. Now, the next thing we are going to do is we are going to scoop out these seeds and put them on a baking tray because there's no sense in wasting them. You could do it with a spoon or you can do it with your hands. Honestly, I prefer doing it with my hands. Try to get you so you can see everything going on here in this one shot. I love roasted pumpkin seeds. But you could also seed save from your pumpkin, or you could do a little of each. Okay, you get the idea. I'm going to take all these seeds out and I'll be back. Okay, now that I got all the seeds out, you can see I got quite a pile. We'll do something with that in a minute. I'm just going to take my spoon and I'm going to scrape all this out. And I don't waste this either because I use all these stringy guts for soap making. So I will put that into the freezer, just like it is, marked for soap. I'll go over it again and make sure I got every bit of the seeds out of it though. It's a messy job. But so worth it if you haven't ever put up your own pumpkin. It's just so worth it. It's just so good. And we're going to do all kinds of stuff with it during this collaboration. I just thought it would be fun, and we are going to use this in a meal in this particular episode. So keep watching. I'm getting to that. Okay, that's pretty good. I'll do the other half, and I'll be back. It gets slippery. Make sure you wash your hands after that so that you don't cut yourself with a knife. And we're just going to start wedging this pumpkin up into workable pieces. Once again, letting the weight of the butcher knife do the work, okay? Okay, you're going to take your pair knife and you're just going to peel this just like you would a squash. You're going to peel every piece and set it aside in your largest crock pot. And we'll be back once I get this all peeled and in the crock pot. Okay, it won't all fit, but that's okay because as this cooks down, we can add the rest of it. So just going to put the cover on, and we're going to turn this on low, and this is going to cook overnight and maybe even longer. What we are looking for is the liquid to all be cooked out and to be a nice rich pumpkin. Don't be astonished if your work area looks like this when you're done. This is normal. So we have all of this for compost. This I will chop up fine for soap making. This I'm going to drizzle with some olive oil and seasoning salt, put it in the toaster oven on 350 degrees until it's crispy, and that's a great snack. And then a huge Tupperware full of more pumpkin, so it looks like it's going to be 2 crock pots full. That was a big pumpkin. So I chop those pumpkin guts up fine like that, and then I push them through a colander until I get a liquid puree like that for my soap. And here are the pumpkin seeds, all nice and crispy. Yummy. It's starting to cook down. I'm going to stir it up and go to bed, and we'll see what it looks like in the morning. And if I get up in the night for some reason, I'll stir it again. Okay, I figured I better show you. This is what it looks like after I stirred it. And there's a lot of liquid there that's got to cook off during the night. And there we have it. It's 7 o'clock the next morning. I did stir this every time I had to get up in the night. And we have a beautiful, rich, mashed pumpkin this morning that can either be canned or froze. I freeze it in 1-cup portions in little Ziploc bags, and then I can pull it out for any time I need pumpkin for recipe. And I am serving with lunch today some of this hot pumpkin with some butter and salt and pepper as a side vegetable, and then I have some mashed potatoes with Hamburg gravy and some homemade bread with butter. Here's an excerpt from Little House on the Prairie, the Big Woods, and this is what inspired me to make my pumpkin this way and serve it as a vegetable. For dinner, they ate the stewed pumpkin with their bread. They made it into pretty shapes on their plates. It was a beautiful color and smoothed and molded so prettily with their knives. Ma never allowed them to play with their food at table. They must always eat nicely everything that was set before them. leaving nothing on their plates, but she did let them make the rich brown stewed pumpkin into pretty shapes before they ate it. And here is a close-up of the stewed pumpkin that I made. I started fixing it like this when my son was just a little boy and we were reading the Little House books. And I realized fast that they were fixing their pumpkin a little bit different than we were fixing it if they were able to get a rich pumpkin like that. And I experimented, and this is how I've been doing it since. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on week 2. Make sure you check out the other videos in this collaboration. I'm sure you will love them. Bye.